Hello, this is David Janess for another David's Directions, taking you outside today because I want to show you where I am, and I have to tell you the date right now is April 13th in 2019. So look at the landscape around here. Yes, I said right. This is April. And we had kind of a change of plans in the last couple of days. We had a lot of heavy wind on Wednesday, and that wind turned into rain and freezing rain. And you can see over here the trees are still glazed with ice. It's quite pretty actually, except for the fact that, as I said, it's April, and so the streets are still a mess because after the freezing rain we had in my part of South Dakota, where I live, about maybe 6 to 8 inches. Other parts of the state got more, and so I'm counting my blessings here. And the weather's warming up, and the street crews are beginning to clean up. But Thursday, for instance, for me in my schedule, I had plans like I normally do to going to meet people, do some business, and well, I didn't go anywhere on Thursday. We were snowed in, and so change of plans, and had to kind of refigure on how to do some things, and that was okay, that's doable. And I know a lot of people had to make serious changes of their plans, and that's how it goes. So welcome to the Western Prairie Great Plains, where weather can change like that. And so I got to thinking, it's kind of a good reminder that you don't always have the plans work out the way you expect. Sometimes, you get a spring blizzard. Sounds like an oxymoron, doesn't it? A blizzard in the spring. But sometimes you just deal with that. And in life, all areas of life, you get these kinds of changing plans. What do you do? Do you shut down? Do you kind of scream and shake your fist at the world? Or do you make alternative plans? Do you figure out what else to do? And so like in business, what happens when something you're trying to do doesn't work out? I remember one time when my business email got temporarily shut down. That was not my issue. It was the issue of the server. And for a better part of a week, I didn't have my email. This is what I was depending on to know that I had potential customers coming in. What was I going to do? And so I was pretty upset. How do I get around this problem? Well, at the time I was, I'm negotiating some ice here. Don't want to fall. I was promoting live events, and I was using a platform called Eventbrite, and I realized that, even though I'm not getting my email notifications of people signing up to my event, I can still check the main event site, which is what I did. And so for that agonizingly long week, I was able to get around the problem. And so that's just a simple example of how you have things happen, and you have a change of plans, and you don't shut down. You just keep on going. You find other ways. There's always another way, and I think that's the lesson we can learn. So when we find out that our world has been snowed in temporarily, well, we work from home, we do other things, we put up plans, and we shovel out. There's someone who's shoveling out. And because, hey, things just need to be done. And it's all good. And it's really not a problem. Sometimes we make it more of a problem than it really is. and you know what? It's okay. We learn and we adapt, and life is good. So I just want to share that little lesson. You know, sometimes life throws us curves, and sometimes we don't know how we're going to get past the problem, and we just sometimes need to be creative. First, we just take a deep breath, and you realize that there's another way of doing something, and you just calmly adapt and take care of business and do what needs to be done, and you move on. Well, I hope this was a good lesson. Thank you for coming on my walk with me this morning. This was Saturday, April 13th, and there was snow on the ground in Colton, South Dakota. And you can see the streets have been cleared, but still lots of snow on the ground yet. We're ready for real spring, so hopefully that will be soon. So I'll leave it with this awful picture here. And but it is melting, so life is getting better. This is David Janess with another David's Directions, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.